Hi, I'm Sue Ellam, and I'm a professional tarot reader and have been for 25 years. And I use a mythic tarot, which is based on Greek mythology.
And I'm Carrie Beleno. Welcome. I am an intuitive Reiki master teacher and a spiritual life coach, human life coach. And I am going to pull a question for today. Okay, what do I do with this?
What's that?
Two of them are attached.
In that case, we'll do the one for today, and then we'll take them
okay, because one's between my fingers and one is stuck in my thumb. Isn't that weird? So, okay, so
right.
We'll do this one.
Yeah, okay.
And then this one is tomorrow. So all of you watching today, you might want to tune in tomorrow because this one might be for you too, or they might be connected. I'm not going to read that one yet. We'll see. All right. There are moments I have willpower and then I don't. Help.
Oh, God. Yes, I know.
2 days ago, our message was about habits. And this feels similar, but I suspect that in my intuitiveness, that the cards are going to take us in a completely different direction. So we shall see.
They often do.
Yep.
Nothing I'm thinking ever kind of comes
right. There are moments I have willpower and then I don't. Help.
Okay. The question is, who am I? What's my purpose? Why am I here on this planet at this time? And I can see a card a few up, but I think that we aren't being peaceful with ourselves. It's kind of trying to be more than, better than. Maybe the things that you're trying to have willpower about aren't actually something you're meant to be doing. Is it on your soul purpose? Is it something that is important for you to move forward? Or is it just some commitment you made to yourself last week, which is no longer relevant? Are you being too hard on yourself? Because if you've got willpower for something, then it means it's something you're battling against. Willpower, you don't, if you're doing something that resonates, that feels easy, you don't need willpower. You're just kind of going with the flow to see where it takes you. But in today's world, that can feel as though you're not kind of working hard enough. You know, it's like what's it? You know, feel the burn in kind of exercise terms. Why do you have to feel the burn? You know, you can get fit without putting yourself through pain. So if you need willpower, are you really on your soul's journey? You know, because if you're on your soul's journey, then your intuition will guide you, and it will be something that will come naturally, and then you go deeper into it. So for me, willpower is actually battling something you really don't want to do, and that's really something you need to let go of. Let go of the willpower. Let go, and don't beat yourself up if you I remember many years ago, as I always say, just to prove I'm not 25 anymore. I was going to Weight Watchers, and every morning I worked in central London. Every morning I walked past this cake shop. Now cakes were never really that big a deal for me, but there was a strawberry tart that was sat in the window, and it became an obsession because I knew I couldn't have it. And it took so much willpower to walk past that window every morning. And these, not the same strawberry tart, but you get the drift, newly baked ones. And eventually I lost the willpower. I went in, I bought one, I enjoyed it, it was wonderful. I never bothered with them again. And all that effort that I'd put in to getting past that window with these strawberry tarts. And I said, I had it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It didn't put on 10 pounds like I imagined. And then I didn't bother again. So sometimes giving into it just means that, I mean, it's different if you're having one, every, 3 a day, that's something different. But we just put so much effort into it. So just let go of that. And, if there's something that is going to make you really ill, then it's something different. But as it's just an example, the amount of stress I put myself through when, it was just something that, it was gone, and that was the last I thought about it. This is all about hard work, improving yourself, your project, and keeping ahead of the game. And it's just emphasizes the effort that we make, trying to let go of things and keep working at it. And it's just, in this context, it just feels exhausting, because while we're concentrating on not doing something, which is what willpower is, we put our energy into that thing we're trying not to do. We're constantly focused on it. I mustn't have that strawberry tart, and then we forget everything else. It becomes such a tension within us that we're holding ourselves to this standard, and it's a lot of hard work if you go the willpower route. This is about joy and celebration, validation of a commitment, and this can be quite seductive. We think if I just hold on to this willpower of mine, and I don't give in, and I just keep battling, and I keep just walking away from the things that I really want, but I'm not going to have because I'm punishing myself here. I'm going to have this real feeling of celebration because I might be a nervous wreck, but I'm going to be able to celebrate because I won. Yeah. Keeping our hearts, we need to keep our hearts very open and be compassionate towards ourselves as well as other people. If you need that much willpower, unless you're not, I'm putting this proviso in, if it's of harm, if it's going to hurt someone else, then that's another ball game, something else we need to look at. But if it's a personal thing, then we need to be kind to ourselves. We need to love ourselves as much as we would love other people, and recognize we're human. And by building this up into this massive, massive obstacle, this massive battleground inside ourselves, just be kind to yourself. And if it's something transitory, like a diet, like whatever, if it's something transitory like that, then just realize that you're human and just get back on that wagon the next day. It doesn't have to be the end of the world. It's just it's the expectations that you put on yourself, that you're superhuman, and you don't want to admit that you're human. And again, going back to the first card, is this you in pursuit of your soul purpose, why you're here on this planet? That is more important than anything else. And that comes much easier. You get the signs, you get the steps along the way. You don't need willpower for that, because things will come up and they feel natural, they feel easy, and you just step into the next phase, and it's gentle and it's loving, and you don't need willpower because it's what you want to do. So if something needs willpower, I want to challenge you to say, well, is it something that really is necessary? It's something that you're doing for your own ego, maybe, or is it something that is necessary? And if you need willpower for it, is it really the direction that you need to be going in? You know, love yourself. Don't put yourself through stress. And you end up with ongoing contentment and permanence in the realm of the heart, loving yourself, loving the people around you, and creating bonds for a lifetime. Because maybe you can teach other people as well about willpower not being necessary if you're on your own particular life journey. Those are the cards.
So who would have thought, I knew it was going to go in a different direction, who would have thought a question about willpower is going to come down to your life purpose and joy in following what your heart wants to do? I couldn't have predicted the correlation between those. So while you were talking, Sue, I felt it necessary to look up the definition of willpower. So I'm going to read the definition of willpower is control exerted to do something or restrain impulses. And we hear the word willpower thrown around all over the place, but I'm just going to let you sit for a second with the words control, exerted, and restrain. That does not bring up a positive image for me. That does not bring up a positive emotion for me. If you think about all of the structures we have right now that are control, exerting, does not feel good, does not feel comfortable. And so, Sue, I'm going to second that you were spot on with your read about this willpower not being necessary if you are doing it because it's your want and it's your vision. So the expectations that are creating that willpower are, take a look at them. Take a look at where the expectations come from. Do they come from your parents or your partner? Does it come from society? Does it come from your boss or your colleagues? If that action or that vision is derived from any of those people or any outside force other than what your soul is telling you is right for you or good for you, then you are gonna have to have willpower because it's not yours. But when the vision is yours and the vision feels like it's your purpose or your path or your creation, willpower isn't even going to be a factor in the play of this. You're gonna eat the strawberry tart, you're going to feel okay with it, and you're going to keep heading toward your vision. There isn't going to be a need for willpower. So, or in a need for the fight. Willpower is a fight. Anything that controls, exerted, or restrains is a fight. So we're encouraging you to go with the flow, tap into what you feel is right for you, and make it your vision and where you're headed. And shortly, we're going to tape this question that was stuck to my finger, and I will see if it correlates at all. But if you're watching this one, please tune in for tomorrow's, because I think it's for you too.
And if you know anybody that is using their willpower and beating themselves up, would you mind sharing this video with them? Because it might just help.
Please.
Okay. Thank you. And
thank you.
Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.